And I wonder if Twitch is having some issues. My Wi-Fi seems to be fine. We have Brian and we have Sunny. And if we create a third one, it should have our background image. So we can say Dennis, his value is, he's learning. He's learning right now. There we go. And he gets the gray background. I think that's pretty cool. Let's set up a margin top for this though. I don't like that it's so close to everything. Say margin top of 5. All right, so we have the UI ready to go. Now I just want to, actually this all set with data so that this is not just a static application. Like I mentioned earlier, this is gonna look super weird, all stretched out, but for the sake of time, we're just gonna keep this kind of mobile looking. But this would be a great feature for someone to implement. Also, let's center align this text here. Exactly what we want. So let's see. We can say set location, and we want to set the location to our input val, right? Yeah. Let's see if that's actually updating the state. So this set location is updating the state that's in app. It's updating the location. So let's open up the developer tools and see if it's actually updating it when we submit the form. So inside app, this is our state right here. I'll type in Dallas, and if I hit enter, cool, it does update our location to Dallas. So now we have what we need to make the API call. We have the user's query. So we can make the API call with this location. Where do we do that at? We're doing this right here, right? Yeah. Okay, so how do we want to do this is the question. Do we want to do this in this component, or do we want to do this in the search component? Let's do it in the search component. Well, no, we would still need it globally, the data. So we'll keep the data. We'll keep the data in here. We'll keep the state for it in here, anyways, right? So we can say const. Let's do it underneath location. Const weather and set weather. So what I want to do is I want to put the weather that we get back. Let's put this in an array. The weather that we get back from the API, I want to set it into this weather variable. We're going to be doing that by pinging this, right? So when the form submits, let's send this this function as a prop to our location search component. I think that would work. We say grab weather equals grab weather. And if I go to the location search and I destructure it and say grab weather, I think what we can do is, let's say grab weather. Remember, it takes in a parameter for the query, right? Which will be our location. So we're gonna need to grab location from props as well. And where are we pulling this from? Right here. So let's do location equals location. Hopefully we won't have any issues with state updating. If so, we might have to figure something else out. But it might work. It might work. So theoretically, we're gonna get our query and we're gonna call this function, and this function is going to yeah, so it looks like this is pretty straightforward. We're going to call this API, and our query, which I'm going to type in Dallas, will be here, and we're passing in our options, which are right here, all our cool little options for the API call. So let's uncomment out this console.log data, and hopefully we can type in data in the input field, hit enter, and we'll get all the weather data for that in the console. I don't think this will work right off the bat, but let's hope. Let's type in Dallas, hit enter, and it kind of works. It kind of works. We got a bad request though. So at least I know the function's working, everything's working. And I think I know why. I think it is probably not updating. I wonder if we can get access to the query that we did. So after the $sign is where our query would start. I bet you it's empty. How can I see what this let's go to the request, maybe? Yeah. Where's the $sign? Oh wait, that's my $sign. 403 SQ equals, so 403 SQ equals. See, there's nothing here. So I don't think it updated the state just yet. And I think I know how we can figure that out. That's not really updating the UI when we have our location, so maybe we can just set that up as a useRef. See the difference with useRef and useState is useState will update the UI, useRef just kind of updates a variable without updating the UI. So that might make more sense here. Yeah, so let's do that. Say const location equals useRef, which will be an empty string for now. So let's import useRef up here. And location is going to equal location.current. That's how you get the current value. Save that. Something broke. Set location is not defined. Yes, so we don't need that anymore. So in here, we can remove set location. We can keep location. We can turn, look at where it says this, we can say location.current equals our input val. That should work, I think. Give it a try. Okay, so now I have another issue. Cannot create property current on string. Am I using useRef incorrectly? I think this is how you use useRef. Useref syntax. Yeah, that's how you use it. Let's try something else. Let's go with, or I don't think we need to do current here, right? No, we don't. So what was the issue that we were getting? Cannot create property current on string, and this is coming from the local search line 10. Maybe try to remove the .current, but I don't think that's going to do anything we want. We can try it. Yeah, assignment to constant variable. Same thing. Yeah. We need to add ref equals variable attribute to the element we want to track with use ref. Say that again. You'll need to add ref equals. Where do I add this at? We'll need to add ref equals variable name attribute to the element you want to track with use ref. I feel like I understand what you're saying, but I don't. I have not had much experience with use ref. I understand what it does, but I haven't actually used it much yet. So on the element you want to get the current data from, we'll add it by class name. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. I do know we could go back to set location, and we can use the E. Well, no, that wouldn't work actually, because we're using a form, not grabbing it from the input itself. Let's see what Copilot says. Say, what is wrong with how I'm using useRef? See if it offers anything. In your current code, you're not using useRef at all. What you mean? Oh, maybe it's looking at just this. I'm not sure I understand. See, it's saying const input ref equals useRef. See that ref on the input element? Yeah, are you talking about this right here, where it says it creates a reference? So if I'm using useRef in a different component, do I have to do this to set up the reference to that? Down lower in the input? Yeah, ref. I don't understand this. Assign the reference to the input element. Yeah, you see, this confuses me. I don't understand it. Ref for something else, not what I'm actually wanting. Now it's time to just update the hero, update the... Alright, so we're getting the data we want back now as we type it in. So initially I want to remove what's here once we get something, right? Not use, let's set this all back up here too. So set location equals set location. And we'll want to remove the use ref here. And we'll want to change this back to use state. So say location, set location equals use state with the string. See if that broke anything? It probably did. Yeah. I'm going to have to probably just not use location here because it's not updating in enough time for me. So I'm going to just set this back up as value, and it should work. So if I type in Dallas, there we go. We get Dallas's weather. Like I said, I don't think this is best practice, but maybe I can come back and revisit this, figure out the best way to use useRef. If it's running, don't touch it. Straight up. All my code looks like it's all duct taped together and barely working, but hey, if it dot condition dot text is what we need for this. So we'll say current dot condition dot text. That broke it. Oh yeah, I didn't finish doing this. Equals props. Okay, so if we do Dallas, it doesn't update. Oh, it does. Cool. It says overcast. Sweet. We got that part figured out. Great. I'm glad that we can use ref without any issues right now. But we're going to need to conditionally render this because when the application first starts, this doesn't exist yet, so it's obviously throwing up an error. Cannot read properties of undefined. So we'll need to make. We can actually just render this dynamically the same way we did earlier. So this whole paragraph tag right here, this whole thing is this. I don't even want to render anything if we don't have anything. So we can just actually delete this or not render it at all. So we can say, we can put in our value here and we can run this in like a ternary or a conditional. We can say if it has a location, then we want to render this. And if we don't have a location, it won't show it at all. So if I refresh the page, it won't be here. And if we type in Dallas, once it loads it, it'll say showing results for weather 4, and then this is empty for now, so we'll have to update this. So we can just say, since we have access to our location now, we can say location dot name. Would that do it? No? Would it be location dot current dot name? There we go. And then we have, let's actually interpolate this value. So we'll say location dot current dot name space and then location dot current dot region. And I bet you that's not right. I have to close this comma and then open up another interpolation and short, except now it's yelling at me again. That's the only difference. Okay. That makes sense, because if this doesn't do anything, then it's not returning anything. Makes sense. Alright, does this just work? Let's see. Okay, cool. So already it's not showing these components here. So if I type in Dallas, cool, we get our first one, which is overcast and partly cloudy. And that's, the overcast part is actually coming from the API. So let's go here and update this. We'll say current dot condition. What's the data look like? I always forget. Let's go current condition. Oh, I'm stupid. This is actually hard coded. So the values are not. Okay, now can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Got a mic issue. Wait, I can hear me, so I think we're good. Cool. Glad you can hear me. I think every single time I start streaming, I have to reset my mic for some reason. I don't know why. You're at the car wash and it's really loud. Are you on your phone? That's you when you have to sign into Discord. Does it reset your mic every time? today 1 hour earlier. So Dennis, I don't know if where you live the time changes, but every so often the time changes where I live. We either go back an hour or we gain an hour. This time we went back an hour, so it's just hitting 12 p.m. my time. So the stream is going to now be at this time every week, at least for the next few months until the time changes again. It's super annoying. Yeah, even Brian was wondering if I was streaming today because it's an hour later for him. Oh, you have to reset your password every time, Sylvie? You need to use something like 1Password or TeamPassword. Oh, so you guys do change times in Germany, just not the same time we do. So you're gonna go an hour earlier next week. Well, I'll make sure to let I'll put some messages in Discord maybe an hour or two before the stream next week, and then following weeks just for a little while, just so everyone knows what time we're gonna go live. Is it better for you now that it's an hour earlier on your end? Is it easier for you to watch the streams? So technically, Lee was only first because there was a time change. You didn't know. Cool, I'm glad it's easier. What do you guys want to see me build today? What do you want to do? I could give you guys a quick glimpse into the very first project of the 100 Days of Code series that I'm working on. I finished it up yesterday. I'm setting up the repo and all that for it today. I think it's pretty neat. It was the time change for me too, no excuses. Hey, she's got a point. She does have a point. I think I found a nice little website. Website for what? Share it. Share it, share it. I need to put my music on. I always forget to do that. There we go. You guys know about this, rappidapi.com. Let's see. Let's check it out. Yes, I have. I haven't been on this website in a long time, but yeah, I forgot all about this. You know what? I'm gonna add this website to my resources tab. That way, if anytime we're building something on stream and we need an API, I'll come here first. I forgot all about this. This is really cool. Dustin, what was your biggest win this week? That's a good question. Let me think about that while you tell me what your biggest win was this week. Sully too, I want to know. I want to know what your guys' biggest win this was. Biggest win was this week. Let's see, for me, biggest win this week. I actually did make some changes to the random project generator that I've been putting off for a while since the project was basically in a usable state. So, look, I'll share my screen. Can you guys see? I think you guys can see. Make sure everything's right where it needs to be. Right there, cool. So yeah, I made some changes to the random project generator. While it always still kind of worked, there were some issues with it that I really didn't like. One being that if I create a new project, whether I'm testing it or let's say we actually don't want a new project in here, I had to go into my database manually and delete it, and now I set up a that deleting functionality right in app. So let's say we don't want to do the photo gallery, I can actually just delete it directly from the app and it works. So that's pretty cool. Another issue was, it may not seem like a big issue, but you see how this newly generated project, this weather app, shows up first? It doesn't always show up first. And that's problematic because if this were to show up down here and we try to use the drop-down menu, it would be very buggy. And that's honestly just due to me writing some pretty bad code. But this is my very first React project, if anyone's curious. This is my first React project I've ever built. And I think this came out really great. So the issue is, the placement in the table. So I noticed that in the database, I'll get an ID that's always increments. Okay, everybody's eyes, stop yelling at me. So since it increments and it's always incremented no matter what the project is, whether it's deleted from the database or not, I was like, okay, well, let's just order everything when we're retrieving everything from the database based off the ID. So I did that, and I was able to always make the newest item up the top, which is also really, really good because if we generate, I can't generate more than one project at a time while one's in progress, but once we generate, I think I have it set to like 7, it creates a new page, and if it happens to create that new project and it's not, up here, it's going to show up on a second page, and it's supposed to be in ascending or descending order. So it's just some issues that I wanted to clean up, and I finally was able to fix it. As well as these links not working, but I finally got these links working. All right, let me re-up on the chat. You guys are going crazy in here. And what is this? Some kind of smarty pants computer stuff. What are you talking about? Why is the first thing you say every single time you join Travis so controversial? And I never know what it's about. Great question, and I got my answer. I figured out how to launch a React app. Nice. Oh yeah, so Lee. I saw that you tried to submit a PR, but you pulled down the React version first. But that's cool that you were able to figure out how to launch it. That's awesome. The drop down is very sick. Ah, my eyes. Yeah, I saw the my eyes message you sent when I put this on light mode. I tend to keep this on light mode. For some reason, it just looks a little bit better to me, but you know, we'll put it on. It's dark outside today. We're having some bad weather here, so it's pretty dark. I'll leave everything on dark. And whatever we build today, we'll do it in dark. I promise. You guys love the number 7. I don't know. I did paginate to 7 items, and I want to say Sean did too with his PR for the Lego employee directory. Maybe 7's just like the lucky developer number. I don't know. I work better with databases than native local storage or some other stuff. Yeah, databases are fun. This is my first and really my only project that I use a database for, but I really like it and I want to build more. I just need to get a little bit more experience with it, but I learned a lot with this. This is a really cool project. Still blows my mind this is my first React project ever. I didn't use a guide, a tutorial, or nothing. I just kind of went with it, and it took probably way longer than it should have, or it could take me now. But this will be forever be my favorite project, I think. So, do you guys want to see the very first project of the 100 Days of Code series? I can give you guys a quick overview of what it is. So, yesterday I decided to tackle the very first project. Even though we haven't launched the series yet, there's some things in the background that we gotta get ready before we're ready to launch it. But I came to the generator for the first project, and it told me to create a trivia quiz game. So I'm actually editing that video for you all right now. As soon as we're ready to launch the series, I'll get this first one updated for you. But let me show you the project. Actually, because Sean was awesome and submitted a PR to the very first couple of projects, we're going to try to get people to do that for every one of these. So there's going to be a very robust README section that you guys can check out. It'll also tell you how to get the project up and running on your system, since for this one specifically I am using an OpenAI API key. But you just follow these prompts, you just follow these instructions in the README, and you should be able to get the version of your fork for this working on your machine. But for everyone that wants to contribute, this is super important. Go to the Issues tab up here. When you go to the repo for any one of my projects going forward, the Issues tab will have some issues that I have with the project that I built that I would like you guys to tackle. Some are easy, some are hard. So for this one, there's error handling, and if you go in here, you can get a description of what I need done. Same for all of these. So check these out, but also if you want to add your own cool features that aren't in the Issues tab, you can go ahead and do that as well. And I know we said we're working on a video to help you guys understand how the PRs work and all that. Me and Brian are going to work on that together. We have some good ideas for how we're going to make a video for that. But let me show you what this app looks like, because it's pretty sweet. I built this yesterday in about 4 hours, and I had a lot of fun building this. I called it Trivia Quizler. That's what I called it. Let's just open it up in the browser and show you. And it is in light mode, sorry everybody. I'm not trying to flashbang you guys. I really enjoyed the trivia quiz. Thanks. Okay, so one of you guys, give me a topic for the quiz. Give me a topic for the quiz. It could be any topic in the world, because we're pinging ChatGPT to supply the questions. So you can actually use this to study from if you want. Tacos? Okay, we're gonna do tacos. So one of the issues with the project is that it's currently defaulted to 3 questions, but you can click 5 or 10 if you want, but there's no user feedback to show you that any one of these options are active. So it's a super easy feature to implement that I've left for you guys to do. But I'll keep it on 3, and I'm gonna click Start Trivia. And also there's no loading screen to let us know, so that's another issue there. But once it's ready, we're gonna have 3 questions. First question is, what is the main protein used for traditional tacos? Travis, I'm gonna make you answer this one because you asked the question. So beef, chicken, or pork? And I guess this one's kind of like opinionated. I don't know, it says traditional. You gonna go beef? All right, beef, good job. So you get a confirmation message, and then about 3 seconds later, the next question shows up. What is the name of the folded tortilla What is the name of the folded tortilla popularly used in tacos? Flour, hard shell, or corn? Tortillas. Tortillas. Corn? Let's go with corn. Flour? I'm gonna go with corn since Dennis answered first. Oh wow, I was right. He got it right. So this is the last question. Which type of cheese is commonly used in taco recipes? Cheddar, queso fresco, or Swiss? I'll let Kenny not answer this one since Dennis had the first one. Queso Fresco. I've never even heard of this. That's right, we didn't get anything wrong on this quiz. But once it's over, you can play again. But theoretically, you could pop in something like JavaScript arrays if you want to learn about JavaScript or you need some help. Hit 10, and like, you can study from this. This is really cool. And then you're just going to get 10 questions on whatever topic you want. So it's a really cool, kind of unique way to study. But as you see, when you hit 10, it kind of takes a little while to generate. So a loading screen would be great for this. That's also in the list of issues that you can fork the repo, add the feature, submit it, and we can add it in. So I really hope you guys like the 100 Days of Code series. Every project's going to be pretty close to this. When I built out the basic functionality for an app, you guys hopefully can contribute and make it a billion times better. But yeah, it's really cool. You can put anything you want in here. It's awesome. Okay, so what are we building today? What do you guys want to build today? What are we going to work on? Are we going to do something random for the project generator? Or do you guys have something in mind? Carne asada, corn tortilla tacos. I'm not big of a Mexican fan when it comes to food. I'm the pickiest eater on the planet. It's bad. Like, I hardly eat anything. It sucks. And it really sucks because I think everything looks and smells amazing. My taste buds, they just never do well. It's a really cool app. Such a cool idea. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I think it was pretty cool. It was the day one of the random project generator. Day one of 100 Days of Code. I'm using random project generator. Sorry. All right. If you guys cannot figure out what we're going to do, we're going to hit up the random project generator to build something for us today, which is totally fine with me. Wait, hold up. Dennis asked me what's my big win for the week, and I told him. Dennis, what was your big win for the week? Did I miss it? Did you tell us? I'm looking in the chat. I don't know if you said anything. Oh wait, for me, your biggest win, I got my server finally started with no errors at Cloudflare and fixed it. Now I can do what I want and can now code. Dude, that's awesome. How long were you working on that? How long did it take to fix? And how do you like working with Cloudflare? I haven't used that. I've not used Cloudflare yet. I've heard a lot about it though. Circa 1 week with all in 2 days for fixing. Not bad. Cloudflare is for DNS and SSI. Soli's back. We can officially get started. Just kidding. I mean, we can. We haven't gotten started yet. So.
Window.
Mm-hmm.
So, Soli, you did miss something though. I mentioned what I worked on for the very first day of 100 Days of Code. I'm not going to show it again, but you should take a look at the replay and take a look at it. It's really, really cool. And when you go to the repo for anything going forward with the 100 days of code, if you want to contribute, because I know you're kind of interested in trying, when you're on the repository, the README is going to give you full instructions on how to get the project working on your local machine once you've forked it. And then if you want to just add something that you think would be cool, go ahead and do it. But if you want to fix an issue with the project, go to the Issues tab up here. Okay, cool. You saw this part? Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to try to put some very basic issues that I think you guys can handle just in the issue section if you want to try to tackle them. Some projects will probably have a lot, some of them have a little, but if you don't want to knock these out, you can always just create your own cool features. As long as they don't break the code base, we'll bring it on in for a pull request. But let's get started with the stream today. I don't know what I want to build, and if you guys don't have anything for me, we're going to use the project generator and build something from there. So I'm going to get that open. Unless you guys have something specific you want to see. It looks way too big. So I'll get flashbanged. Do you guys want to see my co-developer today? He's working very hard. He's working ultra hard today, helping me with all my code. He's at least eating all the bugs for me. I had to actually put one of my shirts on my desk so he could sleep on it. He does not like beds. He doesn't like towels, blankets. He likes my shirts. He gets a shirt. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm at my desk working, coding, he's literally a foot away from me, sleeping on my desk. All right, we're gonna do a random project. So let's see what we're gonna build today. Hope nothing super hard. We're gonna build a weather app. By the way, VOD really helped when I was doing the React app thingy. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you get some value out of the VOD. Yeah, that's why I like trying to upload these streams afterwards straight to YouTube. That way, people who want to watch the streams, if they just don't have the time, they can always watch it back. Plus, if there was something that you liked in the stream or wanted to see how the React app worked like you did, it's always good to be able to go back. All right, we're gonna do a weather app, and I'm gonna use the link that Soli popped in chat earlier, Rapid API, see if we can get a weather API app out of here. Oh wait, top weather API is right here. Boom. Weather app, let's go. Woo, OpenAI reading my mind. I was thinking about how to use a weather API. Yeah, I actually have never built a weather app yet. I've always wanted to, so I guess we're gonna do that today. We'll see how this works. We'll see how we figure all this out, so we can do it all together. And I'll probably make this super basic, so you guys can help me style it up. We can fight about green colors again in the color scheme. And as always, you guys can contribute to the repo when we're finished. Super basic. It took me a second. Super basic. Super basic. That's funny. I like that. Can I pin? Yes, I can pin it. Oh, okay. Customize time? I don't know. I pinned the super basic chat. That's kind of cool. All right. What API should we use? This one has a get forecast. These are posts. Let's see, dark sky. It sounds cool. I think dark sky sounds coolest. Get looks like it's providing a latitude and a longitude. So this one's taking in some coordinates. Headers. Sign up for key. Post, api.com. Does it show the results? Yeah. Oh, why can't I see the results? Oh, test endpoint? Oh, maybe we have to sign in first. Have you guys used any weather APIs that you can recommend, or do you want to see me use this one? I'd like to see what sort of data we get first, and then we can figure out what how we want to do the UI. I'm excited to see all of your current weather. Our current weather. The weather is trash here today. It's super hot out, and it's just dark and rainy. I like it. I like this weather, but it's a little depressing sometimes. Super hot. Where are you from, Soli? Oh wait, I think you posted it in chat. Yeah, you're from Jamaica. Jamaica. All right. Fisherman, place ID, area, country, latitude, longitude, time zone, type, zone. U.S. weather by zip code. I like city. I like the city. That's cool. This one might be easy. Let's see. Okay. City, state. Okay, I like this one. U.S. weather by city. I have a little delay in my cam, so my voice comes back before the cam. 1 second. Huh. That just sucks. Give me a sec. Let's see if I can reset it. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Give me a sec. I'm gonna see if I can swap something out here. I'm gonna set this to mic. All right, did it fix it? Is there any difference now? Is everything I'm saying matching? That treehouse beanie. I like it. You like the beanie? I don't wear it too often. Cool. Okay, let's use this. Let's see how I can use it. Sign up with Google. Let's sign up. What's my name? My name's Dustin. How many years of coding experience do you have? Let's do 3 to 5 years. How do you plan to use Rapid API? Personal project. Do you want to collaborate with a team? Nope. What is your goal today? Well, use a specific API. There we go. Cool. Now I have to subscribe to test it. Okay, so I already get my API key. Sweet. All right, let's set up a repo for this, and we'll get this started. First off, what is the results? Can I see the results yet? Let's see what we get back. Subscribe to test. Okay, subscribe for free. Basic. If it's free, why do I have to put a credit card? Lame. Are these paid? Let's see if we can do anything for free. Let's just grab this and let's just test it. Wait, it says I can skip. I don't see anything that says I can skip. Oh, or do you mean skip using this API? Let's see if we can make a request to it, and if we can, great. Do you guys know how to make a request to an API super quickly before I even have to set up an entire project? Just go to GitHub. Just set up a new repo because we're gonna make a weather app anyway. So, call this live stream weather app. A weather app built with. Are we using React? Let's make this simple. Let's use React. Built with React. Keep it public. Add a README. Create that repo. Let's clone this thing down. Wait, terminal. cd desktop / code. What's in here? Okay, let's go get clone. Paste it on in. cd live streams weather app code bar. npm create Vite at latest. Ignore React JavaScript. npm I npm run dev. Cool. So we got the app set up. Let's make a very quick API request. So if you're using Vite and you want to use an API key, and you want to use it securely, Brian showed me this. You make a .env.local file, or is it .local.env? Actually, I wrote it as a instruction in the 100 Days of Code Project 1. So see, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, so it's .env.local. So if you create a .env.local and you want to create a secure way to access your API keys, you have to start it in all caps with Vite _ and then whatever name that you want. So we can call this weather API equals, and then you paste in your key. That's actually my Git repo. So grab the key again. Oh no, did I cut out for you guys? It looks like it popped me out and then popped me right back into the chat for some reason. Did I freeze or anything? Didn't notice anything? Okay, cool. Am I copying this? Is there a way to copy this? Okay, cool. So there's my API key. So now we want to actually access it.
Tell me about.
Yeah, I did two in my database. First
Tell me about the NDOs.
.js, but after I changed it to .env, it's great.
If you're
Yeah, .env is awesome, and you can even use it in regular projects as a package, like a node package, .env. But what's really cool is you can just out of the box use this with Vite. You just have to create the .env.local file, and then prefix every variable that you want to securely save with Vite underscore, and then you can just target by import.meta.local.env in the code base. Car's ready to go, so then you can head home. Be back in 10 minutes. All right, do not hit a single bug on the way home. You just cleaned it, okay? We'll see you in a little bit, Soli. Okay, okie doke. By the way, I'm gonna delete this key after today. So if you guys want to pull this down, just generate your own key. I'll link in the description of the video that we upload to YouTube where I got this API key if you want to do this too. But don't push the .env to GitHub. But Dustin, I have a tip for other contributors. Yeah, so actually Brian showed me how to set up. So you might notice I don't have, well, I do have this git ignore here, but I actually have a global git ignore that sits on my machine. And if I forget to include a git ignore in my project, it'll automatically use that git ignore, which is it hides my node modules, my env files, stuff like that. But this one comes with Vite, so it's already here. But if I don't have this, I still have my global one set up for me. So you said you had a tip for other contributors. What you got? Just make a .env underscore example and write down the basics. What do you mean? All right, let's see if we can make a quick API call and see if this API is even working. Whoa. Why am I in all caps? There we go. Let's close off the terminal too, get a little bit more space in here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it doesn't always have to be sensitive info if you want to just use it. It's just going to hide it. It's not going to be public, which is definitely good for sensitive stuff like API keys and access tokens and things like that. So you know we're going to need Axios, so let's install that. Let's do npm I Axios. All right, I got it. Import Axios from Axios. Also, what do we need? Well, that might be it, really. Let's take a look at the docs again. I don't need that. Here's the URL, right? Let's just copy this whole thing. Because it is the options, right? So we can just say const options equal.
Wow, winter.
Well, already got all that. Let's just paste it. Const options, and then we could just say async function grab weather, and we could say wait, hold on. So const data equals wait axios.get. We want to pass in that URL and then the options, right? Or is that really already in all the options? Or just pass options? I wonder. All right, so this API key here, we need to replace that with our actual API key. And I forget the actual syntax. Let's go to the random project generator. I refer back to that repo so much. That's how you know I'm still learning all this stuff. So I want to say in my project table component, I think it was. Oh no, projects. Nope, I lied. It was project table, I think. Yeah, this one. So to use the API, it is import.meta.env and then an API, right? So we copy all of that on over. So the API key, that is weather API. Is that what we called it? Weather API. Yep. All right. So now it's got the key here. Whole layout. What do you mean whole layout? Oh wait, there's more in the chat. I constantly refer to previous projects too. Yeah, me too. Whole layout. What's up, Brian? You're late, dude. You're late. Random project generator said build a weather app, and I've never built a weather app before, so here we are. We're gonna do this thing. So real quick, I'm just trying to ping. Let's get this kind of bare bones set up. Just see which API is gonna give us the data that we want, and then once we finally get that API, we're gonna gonna start building up this application a little bit. We'll probably hop in Figma and style it up a little too. But yeah, let's console.log data, see if we're getting anything back off the rip. I don't think we will, but let's see. Alright, so here's the app. Did we get anything in the console? Can't be that easy. Yeah, of course not. Oh, we need to call our function, right? Let's say on click, and say grab weather. Well, that doesn't look good. Hold on. Why is it yelling at me? What did I do? I need a function call. Probably some weird syntax thingy. Of course on click was misspelled. I've got to be the best person in the world at misspelling things, let me tell you. Oh wow, it was that easy. We get data back in this API. What data do we get back? It does not look like we get back what I think we should be getting back though. Okay, no. Let's send this data. What is all of this? What is this? Do I need to supply something in this API? Looks like I'm getting back HTML. Like an HTML template. No bueno. Let's see. Let's go check out this API doc, see what's going on here. Request URL. Are we supplying that? Yeah, San Francisco, California. So they're doing request.data. So let's do data.data, see if that does anything. Yeah, this is the data I'm getting back. What is this? Is this me? Say me. That's so weird. Let's see. I mean, I am just taking the docs and just copy and pasting. I probably have to do a little bit more. Headers. Okay, maybe we need to add in some headers here. Or is this what comes back to us? Yeah, this is what comes back to us. And I am using my key. Well, yeah, because we're actually getting a 200 response. Huh. What is this default application? I wonder why why I'm getting back that HTML back as my response. That's pretty weird. What's Copilot say about it? Probably nothing, because it's coming back. I don't think it's an error. I think this is just what I'm getting back. So I'm making a GET request with these options here. The method is GET. I'm passing in these options, which is this, right? Method GET URL, and this is the URL. In the parameters, it's giving the city and state, which are required fields, and then in the headers, these are required as well, which is our rapid API key, which is my API key that I got, and then the host, which is us-weather.city.rapid.com. So, yeah, it's working. I'm getting look at all these tabs. Let's close out some of this stuff. Let's take a look at the example request. I mean, it's in vanilla JavaScript, or well, I guess Node. It should basically all be the same. They're doing axios.request in doing this, and I'm wondering if that's because they already have the GET method in here. I never used request before. Let's try it. All right, so we're gonna do axios.request options. Let's see if that does anything different. Let's refresh, and now I actually get a 403. And the response is saying you are not subscribed to this API. Ah, so that's the kicker. I have to subscribe to it, but it's free, but I have to still put my credit card in, which I'm not doing. Well, I gotta put my credit card in for a free, oh wait, no, it's $100 a month? Or, I don't know. Yeah, let's just Google free weather APIs. Open weather map. Oh wow, I'm getting flashbang. Is this what you guys felt whenever I opened up the project generator in light mode earlier? Ooh, that's bright. That's actually really, really bright. It's darker today. Put my dark mode thingy on. Yeah, in case I go over the 100 requests a month, yeah, I get it. It still sucks though. I'm not gonna put a credit card in for a quick little API. Do you guys have any APIs that you've used for weather apps before? True, 100 requests in dev mode is like an hour. That is very true. So I can subscribe. Well, I don't want to subscribe to anything. Why is it so tiny? Let's see. Free weather API, weatherapi.com. Let's view the docs. To get started, you need to think bigger. To get started, you need to sign up and you can find your API key under your account and then start using API keys right away. Well, I like the sound of that. Click pricing link at the top first, haha. Oh, true. Oh, look, free. Oh, this table is very clunky. Forecast days, I get 3 days. That's cool. Forecast interval, hourly and daily. Sweet. Marine weather, I don't care about that. Marine weather interval, I also don't care about that. Historical weather, last 7 days, who cares? But we get it in the free tier. We don't get future weather. I mean, it kind of sucks. Air quality, I mean, this seems like a pretty decent API for free for sure. 1 million calls is okay for testing, yes. You guys want me to remind you the near 100,000 API calls I made to my database because I had a React component constantly re-rendering it. I had 94,600 something API calls in like a couple of hours of me like testing and coding. That's fun. Love learning new things. This one may be free too. I don't know. Still looking at it. Open Meteo. Let's check it out. Nope, it isn't free. It's got a lot of info. Where's Zoe? She was actually washing her car. She was at the car wash. So she finished washing her car. She's on her way home now. She'll be back in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes ago. So she should be back soon. I kind of like this API right here. This bright mode. Oh yeah, Ghost Energy. Let's see. Here's the flavor I've got today. Take it out of my little koozie. We've got the Straw Bango Margarita. Pretty good. That's actually becoming one of my favorite flavors. I actually stopped drinking Ghost. I try to have one on stream days, but I've been cutting back on them for a bit. No specific reason. I just like to clean off of things here and there. Yeah, you totally need to try that flavor. Awake the Ghost, Angie. Okay, I really like this API. It seems like we have a free tier. Let's go ahead and try to get this one up and running. So we need to sign up, and then you can find your API. You can find your API key under your account and start using the API right away. Love that. What's your email? Oh no, they don't match. Hold on. Wait, it lied to me. This is some bad UX. I promise I'm a human and I'm about to prove it to y'all. Or not. Maybe they don't need to do a CAPTCHA. I'm not using 1Password for this kind of stuff. Who needs to use that? I'm also using my personal email for this. Any API key stuff. Also using I didn't use 1Password. I had an option to, but no. I try to keep all the coding stuff like this with API keys. I like doing that in my personal. Well, I have like a personal email and I also have like a coding personal email. If that makes sense. I kind of keep it separate from my work stuff. So let's go grab that. Have to verify myself, and I've done so. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. All right, plug in. Username. I didn't set up a username. What do you mean? Let's check the email. Oh, it doesn't say anything. I didn't set up a username though. Did I? Oh, your email is your username. Okay. codewithdustin@gmail.com. This API is open source as well as available. Everyone wants my eyes to burn today. Like there's no apps, there's no websites today that we visited except Darkling. like this. All right, if the one that we signed up for doesn't work, we're gonna come back to this one. I'm gonna save this one regardless. Okay. What are we doing? Here's my API key. Nobody use this, okay? My trial ends in 2 weeks. That's cool. I only need a few hours with this. Okay, so here's my API key. Let's do that. I'm not gonna pass any parameters. Let's see how we make this. Read. Request. Swagger tool. The swagger tool. Travis. Is that sarcasm? Sure is. This looks like every government site I've ever seen in my life. At least in the US. It's so boring. Like I just want to sit there and be like, I can make something better for y'all. Reminds me of a D&D website. Alright, what's this swagger tool? Swagger hub. What is this? My eyes are hurt after today. I swear, everything is so bright. Germany too? Yeah, I feel like that's just, if it's like government related, they just don't care. API. The format JSON value has a US zip code, UK postal codes, Canada postal codes, IP address, latitude, longitude, or city name. Cool. Let's do something like Dallas, Texas. See if that actually works. Parameter API. Current forecast search. Okay, so these are the endpoints. It looks like. So it looks like this is our API URL. Oh no! You guys can't see me? I'm back. Where did I go? Was I like just frozen or did I like completely go somewhere? Look at all of this. It's like Twitch inception. Network error. The government didn't like what I said about their websites. They tried to shadow ban me just now. You saw that, right? I saw that, right? Cool. Anyways, I don't know if you guys saw, but I basically came here, I popped in my API key. I said JSON for the format, protocol HTTP, and these looks like these are the endpoints. So I just went with Dallas. Like I said, I clicked show response, and this is the API call that we need. Response code. This is the headers, and this is all the lovely data we get back. So this looks like a super fun API to use. We're gonna have fun with this. As long as I can actually make API calls with this, we should be fine. So what I think I'm going to do, let's copy all of this, and we'll pop this into our options. So say constant options equals all of this stuff, right? And we can pass this options object to our API call. So we can say axios.get and pass an options. But let's API key. So I'm gonna probably pop that out.
Ang problema lang gud kay pag ang problema kay pag masteral ka kay makorner ta.
Word rapid. And we're passing in our options to our headers, right? Right. Let's see. Well, it did pass in the days. Maybe we should like pass in the current date. Or I guess it's going to grab the weather from this date because this is using the current endpoint. Let's just hit save and see if it's actually working. It does. I like when things just work. Cool, so we get back 2 objects from our data. We get current, which shows current condition, cloud, I don't know if it's 100% cloudy, what it feels like. This is wind, humidity. Cool, this is definitely going to be enough data to build out some sort of weather API. Actually, you know what? I take it back. I did build some sort of weird weather API in one of my super old videos. I think I had ChatGPT build it for me or something. Shout out to anyone who remembers that video. I forgot all about it. Cool. So in the location, we get the name like that. Let's take a little bit more look at this docs for this, and then we do forecast. Forecast also takes in the value, and we have some more stuff here. Days, supply, alerts. You know what? I think a lot of these are really cool, really useful if you guys want to submit some PRs to the project.
In a monumental shift to its immigration policy, Australia has introduced a groundbreaking update to its student visa process. Starting January 1st, 2025, applicants will no longer be able to use letters of offer. Instead, a confirmation of enrollment, COE, will be mandatory for all student visa applications. This bold move aims to crack down on visa misuse and ensure only genuine students enter the country. If you're planning to study in Australia, this is the hottest news you need to know. Failure to adapt to this new rule could jeopardize your academic dreams.
So I can put current, I can use forecast, I can use history, I can use future, all that.
Topics discussed in today's video
But let's keep it
update.
simple. We'll keep it to current and forecast. We just use these two.
What is a confirmation of enrollment, COE?
Forecast day.
Why
Actually,
this shift
so I
is
think
a
I'll
big
probably
deal.
have 3 days more.
Major implications for students and
Wow,
applications.
look at all this awesome.
Who is exempt from the new rules?
I get a lot
And
of
we'll
data.
also tell you
Jeez, that's a
how
lot
this
of
fits
data.
into Australia's broader immigration overhaul.
Oh wow.
So stay tuned and watch the
We
video
get
till
3
the end.
days of this huge stuff. So let's not do that.
Don't miss out on authentic immigration
Is that
updates.
hourly for 3 days?
Subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon,
Decipher.
and share our videos with your
So
friends and
forecast
family on
day is an
Facebook,
array.
WhatsApp.
Happy New Year!
What is this? What is this? What is this?
2024 was a year of
Gracious,
historic
this is
reforms, including the age reductions for the graduate visa, the introduction of a new genuine student visa requirement, the closure of the business visas,
Alright, the
the
object
introduction
here.
of the new national innovation
Hold on.
visa,
Hold
the
on.
new skills in demand
This
visa,
is so
the
much
release
data.
of the new
This is a really
Forces
nice
Occupation
API.
List
Yeah,
with
it did in there. So that was 1 day.
446 eligible
And I think inside of
occupations,
each day we
which
get like
provides a
the hour by
pathway to
hour,
permanent
all
residency
these
for
hours
the one
right
and
here
six
of
direct
data.
entry,
That's
and the
insane.
new workplace justice
This is
visa,
a
just to
big
mention
API.
some of the
I'm
changes.
gonna not allow.
I'm Chris Johnston from Work
For this,
Visa
we're just gonna
Lawyers,
go to
and
current.
welcome to
We're
our
gonna go to
January
the current date,
2025
the current,
immigration
letter.
news video.
This is a lot more manageable. This would be really fun as an add-on for them to make it 100 days per video. So maybe I can go back and add something to it if you guys want
Over
to
the
get into
last
it.
10 years, we've brought you updates and
I think this will be enough
tips about
information to kind of build on
historic
something pretty
events.
simple. So let's
This
pop in a figure.
includes the historic
Actually,
closure of the
maybe
borders
before
of
we pop in
COVID
Figma,
and introduction of the 408
let's
visa,
go to Google.
the rise and the
and
fall of the
whether
global talent
app
visa,
UI
the 457 work
see something-
visa
see
becoming
something
the
basic. Maybe
482
we can-
visa, and now
we
the
can
new skills
do
in
something.
demand visa.
I like
We
this.
aim
This
to
looks
continue to
awesome.
provide you with useful information to
Looks
help
crazy.
you to understand what's involved
Looks
with
so
migrating to
cool. Yeah, let's
Australia,
see something like this.
as
Right
well
off the
as
rip,
for
we get
people
something
planning to
cool.
visit or just study.
Pop this into,
In 2024, we've reached 60,000 subscribers, so thanks to all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribed,
Tama na,
please
kaon
hit
na
the
po
button
ka.
and subscribe to our channel. Our most popular video in 2024 was how to find a sponsor. You can check out this
Alright, we're
video
gonna make this mobile
for tips
friendly
of how to find a
because of
sponsor
streaming real estate
in
mostly.
the description